Welcome back to the Andrew Tate Show by GSMC Sports. Before the break, Tate was talking about Jim Harbaugh and the Chargers and the new regime, the new system that they have in place for those off-season training exercises. And so we're moving away from sports, as I said. Now we're moving on to some drama with an art installation. Tate, have you heard of this portal between New York City and Dublin, Ireland?
I don't know. See, I think portal, I'm thinking sci-fi, like you walk through there and it's like, bam, you're there.
I thought you were thinking like transfer portal, because we are a sports.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Well, it's kind of one of those things. Okay, I like that a little bit better.
But you're right. Sci-fi or college transfer portals, it's still taking you from one place to another.
One place to the next,
It doesn't physically take you from New York to Dublin.
Okay.
But it is, let me just read an article for you so you get an idea and an understanding. So first of all, you have to know that there's been some drama around it. It was taken down for a while, but the portal is back. For now.
Okay.
I learned about this from TikTok. On Sunday afternoon in Dublin, a big round art installation that live streams video between Dublin's city center and the Flatiron District in Manhattan returned after being shut off on May 14th because of, you probably can guess, questionable behavior by visitors on both sides.
I'm sorry, but I can totally see it. There's this portal that's showing you New York. Or showing you Dublin.
What's your first instinct?
Waving.
That would be my first instinct.
The mischievous person in me is like, I could see some people doing some interesting things. Some gangster things, let's just say.
Some of that behavior showed up in videos on social media that showed an OnlyFans model lifting her top in New York. And people in Dublin,
talk about showing off the Big Apple.
People in Dublin, okay, all right. That just filtered through my processor. People in Dublin displaying swastikas and images of the World Trade Center attack on September 11th.
Wow.
In less than a week since its unveiling on May 8th, the portal had, quote, attracted tens of thousands of visitors. The installation's organizers said in a statement. But then on Sunday at 2 p.m. local time in Dublin, the portal returned without much fanfare. I've also heard of mooning and, just people can't tell. But
moons over Dublin instead of moons over Miami?
Yeah. So it came back. What the crowd saw seemed to be equal parts exciting and underwhelming. An empty street in the Flatiron District with the occasional commuter or dog walker. I don't really understand what the point of it is, said Patrick Grant, a Canadian who has been living in Ireland for 7 years. He said he wasn't surprised that people behaved the way they did. Lads are going to be lads. The goal of the artwork has been to, quote, redefine the boundaries of artistic expression and connectivity and create senses of joy and connectedness for participants. According to a statement from its organizers, the Dublin City Council, the Flatiron Nomad Partnership, and portals.org. Still, the audience in Dublin cheered excitedly at New Yorkers who were up at 6 a.m. It's obviously very entertaining, even if there's nothing happening on the other side, said Matthias Rebert, who was visiting from Germany. I would love to see it in Berlin as well. Christine Santon, who was visiting from Paris, said she had tried to see the portal every day of her 5-day trip to the Irish capital. She was delighted to have finally caught a glimpse and called it merveilleux. A crowd of people stands facing one direction, holding up their phones, and a family with small children waving their arms in the center. It's sunny in the background. It's one image that you might see. Most people said that they were happy to witness the art installation standing in the rare Irish sunshine, waving excitedly at strangers across the Atlantic, whom they'd probably never see again. Okay, so you get an understanding of what is going on. I just love that there's drama and they shut it down. I heard they shut it down at least twice, but it's back and we'll see. Do you think?
You got really excited on that one.
Do you think that that it's going to stay open? They have put in some security measures, but do you think it's going to stay open?
Okay. First off, I'm going to go with the bad first. The swastikas, the World Trade Center, I think that's out of bounds. But that's it. That's where I draw the line. The rest of it, I think they should just let it roll, let it happen naturally. The Instagram model showing off her moons over my hammies, let it happen.
A little further north.
Oh, she's showing up her upstate New York then, okay? Just saying. Yeah, I think that's the whole thing about it. Let it be natural, let it be kind of cool. It will draw more people there for that. I think you have to let people know and warn them that, hey, you may see some things that you may not like, but let it be natural, let it flow. I think it'd be cool because you don't know who you're going to get at that portal, what's going to happen. So it would draw more people to it. I think it's cool. I'm definitely now, see, being in Europe and been planning on I was in Dublin in October.
I think so.
Yeah, but I wanna knowing that now, I wish I could get out there and check it out because I would love to see what the portal was like.
You were stuck in Dublin though. Wouldn't that just
Don't be putting all my business out in the tree.
To go to the portal and see New York you're trying to get to?
No. I'm all down with someone's going to show their upstate New York and all that. I'm going to check it out. Look, it's kind of cool, especially when you're talking about in Dublin. It's a dark, gloomy day. It's raining, and you look at the portal, and it's like completely sunny out there. I like it. I'm picturing this thing. I haven't seen what it looks like. I'm hoping it's huge. So
well, they have put some new security measures in place, although they kind of make me laugh. There's 2 portal ambassadors on each side wearing neon vests.
Okay.
That's it. They're just supposed
to. Okay. So that's not that bad.
They're supposed to discourage people, but I just like that there's 2, like, for crowd control. And then they've restricted the hours. So rather than operating around the clock, which was doing, the portal will be open from 6 a.m. until 4 p.m. Eastern. Which is 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. in Dublin.
Oh, hell no. Listen. Wait a minute. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead. But that takes out those really drunken early mornings.
Right. It is, you want to be there during peak times. Seeing New Yorkers walking around at midnight, 1, 2, 3 in the morning. You know what I mean? I could see how that could get a little fun. A little different throughout the day. I think those portal ambassadors, you need more than one, but you don't want them kind of reining in everything. You want to make sure that it's not like hate speech or people are doing things like that's going to be harmful, but make it a fun, lighthearted thing where it's a cultural exchange. You may be exchanging more than others. Some people may just be there to say hello. But it would make me want to go see it if you had it so that, listen, you don't know. I mean, just put you don't know what you're going to see. And I'm going to tell you this, guys. First off, there's nobody crazier than a New Yorker. New Yorkers are out there, okay? There's no one out there more fun than the Irish. The Irish know how to party and have a good time, good sense of humor. You can't put 2 better groups together. It makes me want to see the portal on both sides. But if they're going to police it and make it so people can just go there and say hi, it's not going to be that exciting.
I think you have to use some common sense too. If you are a family of small, let's say it is open around the clock, which would it could make it more fun, right? But if you're a family with small children, don't take them there when there's a possibility that, let's say it's 7 p.m. in New York, which means midnight in Ireland. Maybe you don't take
Europe
them there.
is a little different than that because, in Europe,
I get that, but I'm just saying, use your common sense.
You can walk around. As we mentioned before, we're both in Europe. You go to the beach, man, you see people on the beach there in their tiny bikinis. Some people don't have tops on. Some people do have tops on.
Some people don't have bottoms on.
Some people don't have bottoms on. I went on a hike. Sarah and I were on a hike and went to a little beach around right by the resort. There's a guy Only thing he had on was his cell phone. Nothing else. He's standing on the beach talking on the phone with just his cell phone and nothing else.
Probably doing a business meeting of some sort.
You know, I don't want to be in that business meeting to hear what he has to talk about and what he's selling. But Europe is a lot more open-minded there. So on that side, it's kind of cool. Also, I kind of like the whole concept of expanding this. You got a portal between you know, put a few of those portals around the US. So you go to the portal in Dublin and you may get New York today, you may get LA tomorrow or later that day, maybe you get Miami another day, and it just, or same day, it just randomly changes every hour. So you don't know what city you're gonna get, but you get a portal into the US, and you get a portal into Ireland where you're bouncing around in different places.
Or other European cities.
No, I like the US and Ireland hookup. That's all. The heck with the rest of those countries.
I was meaning they could put one in Lisbon. I'd drive to Lisbon to go see the portal.
Not me. You got to bring it to my town, or I'm not doing it.
I don't think they're bringing it to your town.
Yeah, but you see how I mean? That way, wherever you're at, if you're in Miami and you're like, oh, they got a portal here, you want to go see, because you don't know where they're gonna, you know, what city you're gonna be in, what you're gonna see, what time of day it is, because then it's kind of cool. You go there and you see it's daytime here, but it's, you know, it's early in the morning or late in the middle of the night in New York. You know, that's the cool thing about it. I actually like this. I want a portal now.
You just want one in your house?
Yes, I'm down with that.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, well, it is kind of just FaceTime for mass, for large groups of people,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I don't know? I do not know if it's just visual. I need to look into that, because can you speak? Is it like FaceTime where you could actually say things through the portal, or is it only?
I don't even need to hear them. No, because then
You don't want commentary coming with your shirt lifting?
no, because there's some crazy people that can say a lot of hurtful things.
Agreed.
I like to make it's just visual. You have to use your imagination and creativity to communicate with the person across the portal.
Across the pond.
Yes. So I dig it.
All right. Let's go ahead and take our last break. And when we come back, it is time for Dumb Criminals. So are you prepared for that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, always.
All right. Well, stay tuned. You are watching The Andrew Tate Show by GSMC Sports, and we will be right back.